a change of pace for us. You never expected to see this kind of museum before. True that. With all the stuff Chris did, we do need a break. Besides, it's actually nice to have some family time together.
Leslie's a question about this. Do either of us know what this Mournstead place is?
No, we only heard that at a museum. Fair greetings, young family. My name is Eliane. I'm today's executor of what's left of the Hall of Sentinels. Now, before I explain the history of Mournstead, I'd like to ask everyone your families in and tourists to be on their behavior. It is very important in all museums to be very respectful, especially to your staffs. The last tourist with a group of students was misbehaving and committed vandalism. It is a shame that not all apples are sweet. Some will turn out to be not so spoiled or very rotten. Well, anyway, shall we move on with the tour? Right this way, please. Mournstead was formed in a time of creation, and the three gods represent the balance in Mournstead. These three start with Adyr, who is a god of humanity, the putrid mother of the Umbral Lamp, and our radiant god of light, Orius. With these three, Mournstead was born, and humanity is created. However, years have passed.
After eons of tyranny, the demon god Adyr was finally overthrown by humanity. Though fear of his terrible power endured. And so was formed the hallowed sentinels. Our duty being to stand vigil for signs of his return. Even exile to another realm could not silence the fallen god forever. And in time, Adyr's malignant influence pervaded the world once more. In his hunger for vengeance, Adyr orchestrated the return of his demonic army. Light was swallowed by shadow, and with it, hope.
I have a question before we continue. If Adyr is a demon god, why would he create humanity to begin with?
It is his desire to rule over humanity that was tyrannical, and there are times he done so under the influence of the artifact. The Rune of Adyr. It is said that Judge Cleric possesses the Rune of Adyr, but in the bounds of a church. She believed by containing the Rune of Adyr within her church, Adyr will remain imprisoned by Judge Cleric's will. But unknown to her, Adyr's malignant influence is unstoppable to spread. It was only a matter of time before the Hallowed Sentinels and Judge Cleric herself fall under corruption of Adyr's malignant influence. Many of Cleric's followers betrayed the Hallowed Sentinels, and Judge Cleric herself, she now claims that those who do not believe in the holy fire of Adyr are lowly blasphemers.
Rise, my rhogar lord.
It was but a sad fate of the Hallowed Sentinels and Judge Cleric. I am but one of a few descendants of the Hallowed Sentinels, and I stand as the exactor. And at that given time, a new, dark and grim champion arises.
The Dark Crusader. And perhaps it will indeed come to pass that only they who shun the light in order to fight the darkness possess the power to defy a god.
The Light Reaper is no ordinary rhogar, for he has slain many a dark crusader and collected their lamps as his own trophies for his demented pet. Although he is in service of Adyr, he has but one purpose: to find and kill any dark crusader that threatens Adyr's plans of return.
Eliane, what did I tell you about spreading the word about the Judge Cleric?
Do not to, sir. But this family of guests must know what has happened to Mournstead, the legends, and what has happened in the battles to come.
But you know fully well the Judge Cleric knows what she is doing, only with that wound, and there is no need for us to spread their lies about the Judge Cleric being possessed by the rhogar themselves. I think it's best you tend to the other group of guests on the other side.
And this family, sir? Well, they need to know exactly what has happened to the hallowed sentinels. I'll handle this family of guests.
Do not be starting this insubordination or I'll have you fired. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Forgive my temper. My name is Tenron, and I own this museum. While Eliane's not wrong about Adyr's influence spreading around the world like a plague, and starting with Mournstead, it is a point of what's left of the hallowed sentinels that even in death, the Judge Cleric and his actions are meant to be quiet. With that said, it is indeed down to the grand champions known as the Dark Crusaders to tend to these beacons in the darkest hour. With that in mind, we did uncover one of the Dark Crusaders' antiques easily found out from its ancient times. The very tool that is meant to cleanse the beacons, the Umbral Lamp, was created as a tool for the Dark Crusaders is to not only transfer their souls to the Umbral Realm, but also to cleanse the beacons. According to legend, the holders of a lamp are said to give the image wielder quote-unquote immortality in exchange for a heavy burden of life and death.
But does that require a sort of fountain of youth to keep the user of the lamp immortal?
No, of course not. If that were the case, the Dark Crusaders would be unstoppable against the rhogar. Now, there has been no sign of a rhogar activity, and there was no sign of the Dark Crusaders neither. So the lamp itself has been silent for centuries. Is this normal? It's just holograms, and there's no need to panic.
Are you sure? They feel very real. Yeah, they're not real.
What I meant to say is, no, they just feel real, but they're not. I think it's best you and your family head out.
Oh, man. We've always seen the battle in action.
Why are you acting up now? There have been no Dark Crusaders for centuries. Alright, stop this now.
Stop it. I command you!
Sorry about this mishap in our museum. I'll tell you kids what. How about you head to the store or restaurant and you kids can get what you like. Some afraid of troubles, kiddos.
What in life fibers? Hey, what's going on?
The Umbral Lamp's acting up. If we don't hurry up, it's going to send his family to where they should belong.
You all stay still. Eliane, get that lamp out of here. Yes, sir. And hurry. We don't have much time left before...
Eliane, I told you all along that Umbral Lamp is not supposed to be here.
Now they're going to know our dark secrets about the hallowed sentinels and... then...
That makes enough times you have disobeyed me. You're fired.
Guards, with me.
We're bringing them back. They must not know what exactly happened to the cleric and sentinels. Ugh. I think I got moths in my mouth. You all right?
Well, wait, none of us are hurt or anything. Yeah, but where's exactly are we?
Not where, but when.
Orius, forgive me. Let's steer this weapon of deliverance to a worthier servant than I.
I think it's best we find someone who knows about this place and...
Ow! Hey, watch where you're tossing that lamp, you numbskull!